5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is everybody in here? You see anybody?
I'm too busy typing.
You're too busy typing. Anybody home?
Kara was out, was shoveling soil all day. Darlene was out doing cleanup in the garden.
Warmer weather is just around the corner.
Maybe not our corner, but it's around the corner.
Yeah, that corner's a few miles away from us. So anyway, how is everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday afternoon?
We bought a homestead. That's a new channel. I've never seen that one before.
Well, hello, we bought a homestead. Duncan 1900 Mimsy Garden, Royal Amethyst Acres,
Amanda.
Copper Kettle Farms, Simply Southern Roots, The Busy Little House, Ozark Mountain Goats, Samson Farms, Darlene's Garden Channel, Giddy Up Gal Gypsy Adventures, Me and You Acres, Farming Our Backyard, Busy Little House.
Yes, Mandy. It's
Gemma's
libation
Journey
time
Grace?
somewhere. Go for it.
Autism in the Garden Hicks Family, Walterman Homestead, Thomas Farm Okie. So for goodness sakes, we got a nice little group of folks in here this afternoon. I suppose it might even be morning, depending upon where you're at.
Claire's here.
So,
Claire, you made it through the disasters in Tennessee the other day, didn't you? I'm assuming you did. I know you're rather close to Dawn and Andy. Eli has his notepad. Awesome.
hi, Botter. How are you doing? All right.
Geeky Gardens.
As
Before Daryl gets started, is the chat too fast for anybody? He can put it on slow mode. So you better ask now before he gets started. Giddy Up Gal Gypsy Adventures in North Dakota.
So I guess the question is, do you want me to reel in the chat, to slow it down a little bit? Are you all good with it, or what you want to do? And while you're making your mind up about that, if you pay attention to what you got on the screen in front of you, these are the things we are going to be looking at today on your channel, provided your channel is drawn on the wheel. If you want to get your name on the wheel, you have to do it.
Slow it down a bit.
All right, I'm being told to slow it down, so I'm going to take a little hiatus here. Let's see, live chat. Enable slow mode. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Done. All right. Now, I don't know if there's something that pops up that says slow mode's enabled.
Yeah, it did.
All right. So we have slowed a few of you down, just a little bit, not a lot. Where was I? Okay. On the screen in front of you, you'll see a list of items we're going to be looking at on your channel. This includes things as your channel name, the channel art, which includes a banner and icon, avatar, however people want to address the little round piece that's associated with your name. Go look at your channel description, as well as if you have your email properly located, and also take a peek at the links that you have on the About page. See if you have any playlists. If we see something that you probably shouldn't have, we'll point it out, and we'll talk a little bit about do's and don'ts. We're going to do a kind of a quick look at thumbnails, your overall channel presentation, how's it look to other people, if you have a channel trailer or not, and if you have featured videos or not. Those are the primary things to get your channel in a good form of light for other people to view. If you want your name,
Thank you, CJM Farms. Appreciate that.
if you want your name on the wheel, if you type in exclamation wheel in the chat, we have this horrible little bot that will just come up and put a link up there for you that you can click on and enter your channel name into a form that then puts it on the wheel. We do not keep this information. We don't sell your information. We don't ask your email address. We just need your channel name to be put on the wheel. That's all it's there for. Let's see, what else do I need to talk about? Anything?
No?
That pretty well covers stuff, doesn't it? Oh. If, in fact, your name is drawn more than once on the wheel, we only look at you the first time. We're going to use a basic assumption that you haven't done anything since we did it, although I do know some of you are in there actually editing as we're talking. It's absolutely crazy, but we love seeing that too.
You missed the lying smudge bot? What, Nathan? Was it YouTube that sort of put the reins in on SmudgeBot?
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't Daryl, Nathan. It was YouTube.
What it was, that particular bot was a third-party program that YouTube took away the permission to hook into Google for the information to be associated with YouTube. So since they did that, since it was no longer approved, could not do it. And so now, if we want to have Smudge as a bot, we actually have to have a real human behind him that would have to be watching this and just pretending he's being Smudge. So
Now I understand, Nathan. Okay, that statement makes sense then.
all right. Oh, another thing, folks, everybody that you see in here that is in blue, these folks are absolutely great. They moderate not only this stream, but they're moderators of any stream that we are doing. They do an absolutely wonderful job. Please show them some respect, and do check out their channels if you have the opportunity. For those that are dressed in green.
Well, not mods aren't dressed in green.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
Okay. For those that are dressed in green,
Nathan, I bet you could.
Those are channel members, and we most certainly appreciate them very, very much. If a channel member is also a mod, well, the blue supersedes the green, but you can still tell if they're members because behind their name, behind a little wrench, you will see a little smudge. So,
Mimsy, you can always call and talk to Daryl, but you'll see him in 2 weeks. Speaking of that, we're going to need some mods on the 21st when we're in Mississippi for the live stream. So, if you want to stick that in the back of your mind, if we can have a few mods during the day, that would be great. Okay. I spoke my piece.
You spoke your piece?
Spoke my piece.
Yeah, and over the next week will be the same. All of our shows next week will be the same, with one exception. We're going to have
Tuesday night will be.
Okay, so we are having a next Monday night. We're having our Monday Night Live. Next Tuesday night.
Mimsy, he's already bothered, so feel free. Go ahead.
Okay, on Tuesday night next week, a special version of Monday Night Live. And so, next Tuesday night,
Oh, yeah, Mandy, like I can remind myself.
we are going to have Deep South Homestead on and be talking about the gathering coming up the following week. Let's see, what else do we need to talk about? Don't know. Can't think of anything.
Yes, Crystal, Deep South, Mississippi. I'm a crazy homesteader. I need help. I don't know how to mark my channel not for children.
Okay. We are not going to get into really how-tos here this evening. We're going to go over some very generalized stuff. That's a very, very easy thing to do as far as marking that channel. I'm sure that probably more likely any of our mods in the channel could help you with that. If you want to send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, I can also get back with you and point you in the right directions. I'm trying to think if there is a quick place, because that's really kind of an important thing. That's a good old COPA. Hold on a second. All right. Who was it that asked that? I don't recall. Whoever it was that wanted to mark your channel.
I'm a crazy homesteader.
Okay. The link that I'm putting up right now is an 84-second YouTube video that explains exactly how to do that. So that is that's a YouTube video that lasts just over a minute. It tells you how to mark your channel as not for kids. Okay. Well, enough of the introductions. We got a few people on the wheel. Let's get somebody up here and get to looking at them. Wheel is up. And we'll give her a spin. First up tonight, Me and You Acres. Okay, Me and You Acres. Now, for those of you who might be here the first time, this is the screen I use to look at your channel. I want you to pay attention that I guess that's in the way. Maybe I can move it. There we go. I am not signed in. If you look up here in the corner. So the reason for this is very simple. If you tell somebody, you run across somebody in a store, you say, hey, I've got a YouTube channel and it's called Me and You Acres. And they're going to go home and they're going to open up YouTube, and they may or may not be signed into YouTube, but let's just assume that they're not. They're going to go in here and they're going to go to the search thing and they're going to type in Me and You Acres. Okay. Whenever you start using, I'm going to use the term modified words like this, Me and You. That is very cute. But I think you need to take the extra step right now while you still have a small channel and get yourself some business cards that spell out that so people And if you tell somebody your channel, you need to spell it out for them so they can obviously find it easier. If they typed in ME space AND space YOU space acres, chances are very good they're not going to find you. So 322 subscribers, got 72 videos. Let's go see what they have here. Very, very unique banner. I like it. It's very simple. Got a good picture. It is well centered, and it has a background design that goes off into infinity, which looks great. They have this video is in the location for a trailer video. I don't know if it is or not, but it could be. It says "Moving Off the Grid, Finally Did It" is the title. And if this is your trailer, it's in the perfect spot. If this is not your trailer video, this doesn't belong here. But the length is good. It's under 3 minutes. Trailer video should be from 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length. Let's go jump to the About page and find out a little bit about me and you acres. And the description reads as follows. In early 2019, we sold most of our belongings, left our 9-to-5s, and took a huge chance to follow the dream of living off the grid. Our kids have all grown up, and is us two living in a very small cabin located in the middle of nowhere in Ontario, Canada. Homesteading, farm animals, off-grid systems, wildlife for Angie, and gardening for Mike are all very new to us, but we will be learning as we go and want to take you along with us. Our hope is to show others what can be done if you chase after your dreams, work hard, and take it one step at a time. Oh, I think that's a wonderful write-up. Now, here's how you can improve it. Make this at least 2 paragraphs, if not 3. Don't make any paragraph longer than 3 lines in length, and then have a white space line between it. There's a lot more you could add in here if you wanted to. You could add in expect to find us uploading videos almost every week or some sort of time period. You have mentioned gardening. What kind of grow zone are you in? You have mentioned a little bit about off-grid systems. Well, does that include things like solar or hydro? You have a greenhouse to extend your growing season. There's a ton of things you could add in here. You just want to make it light and airy and interesting, not too hard to read. Keep each paragraph to 3 lines maximum before you have a space to another paragraph. Email address is in the proper location. You have links to Instagram and to Facebook down here at the bottom. And very, very nice. Let's see if you have any playlists. And you do. So let's, what I do when I look at people's playlists is I always pull up a couple at random. I do this because it's not always apparent, but if I catch you on this, you'll always remember it. Playlists have a space for description, just like every video. This one, the description is not here. There's a great place. This is a great place for you to tell about the videos that are found in this playlist. And this one is missing it. Let's try this one. This one is also missing it. Now, normally I stop with 2, but I have something here that I just want to glance at. All right. This is a playlist of videos that is not your channel. So, my first question to you is, why is this here? This has nothing to do with your channel directly. Now, if it does, correct me if I'm wrong. But these, the playlists on your channel, this is for you. This is not for other people. It is to entice people to view more on your channel. If you had all your liked videos down here, I'd tell you you need to make that private. If you want this playlist for yourself, by all means, make it for yourself. You can reference it all you want. Just make it private. That way, when you're logged in on your machine or phone or whatever it is, you can still access it and see it as much as you want. But it's not here for everybody else to grab and look at. So I think we'll find that with some of these other ones here as well. Let's go look at some of your video thumbnails. And let me get a little bit more room here. There we go. All right. So I've got your last 18 videos pulled up here on the screen in front of us. And when you look at all these videos like this, and we're going to ask this question of everyone we look at here tonight. When you see these 18, just glancing over these, which one attracts your eye? Which one do you want to do a quick double take? Do you want to go, what is this? I need to look deeper. Or is there something here that goes that you just totally ignore because you can't read it, because the text is too little, the text is blended in, it's not a clear picture. So these are the things you're looking for. You want to have good expressions. Your latest video, has got great expressions. Fabulous. Well, I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, what would make this better would be if you just zoomed this in further yet, so pretty much your face has dominated this entire thumbnail. That would make it better yet, because that makes it jump off the page at somebody looking, and they're going, wow, look at that. I'm going to go check and see what the title says, and do I want to go read it or not? Go watch that video or not? Now, the 2 videos ago, here's the area made with this one. The lower right-hand corner, looking at your thumbnail, the lower right-hand corner is wasted space. YouTube owns that space, and they put in a timestamp. So anything you have in the lower right-hand corner of that thumbnail is hidden. So in this case, the last part of your text is hidden. So is it smiling, or is it, in some cases it can totally destroy whatever it is you're trying to get across. So just keep that in mind. The lower right-hand corner is owned by YouTube. All right, we have no internet, and I'll just briefly talk about this. If you're doing a video for Facebook, this video is perfectly fine. For YouTube, it presents itself much, much better if you hold that phone in a horizontal position. That will fill up the entire 16:9 screen and just make it look that much better. A lot of people, there's a lot of YouTube watcher snobs out there, and they'll see something like this and they won't even go look at it because they're going, if they can't hold their phone right, I don't want to see it. And that's just a fact. That's just the way a lot of people are. this is a good one. The 10 questions for homesteaders. It's so small that without my magnifying glass, it's pretty tough to read. The one down underneath here feels like home, kind of blends in. So what I'm saying here is, well, you've got some great, fantastic starts here. You have some that are just on the verge of being absolutely wonderful, in my opinion. And you've got some that can use a little bit of work. Now, the good part is you can always change your thumbnail. You can change your thumbnail every single day if you want to do that. So you can always just replace the thumbnail, upload a new one. You can also go in and change the title. You can also go in and change an end screen or an informational card. Plus, you can also change keywords and the description. Those are the things you can change on a video at any time. All right. So now let's go back to your homepage. Did they ever answer? Is this a trailer video?
I didn't see any answer.
I mean, it certainly could be. I'm looking at this, and I don't play it out loud, but it certainly could be their trailer video. Your homepage is it's a default setup, with the exception there is something in the trailer video area here, and I'm guessing that's what this is. So kudos to that. You can enhance this underneath here by putting in individual playlists, either in a horizontal or vertical format. You can dress up the entire first page of what you have here. But I think you're doing a fabulous job. Your banner
They want to renew the trailer.
Your banner is uniquely simple and it's right on point. It's very nice. Okay. So if you got any questions, please ask them. And we're going to go grab another name, spin the wheel, see what we come up with.
Ah, look who's there.
Oh, Samson Farms.
Nathan.
Samson Farms. Gotta move the mouse over here. There we go.
Nathan, we sort of looked on the way to Arkansas. You'd be a definite stopping point. Not necessarily to Mississippi, though. We looked at that.
All right, Samson Farms. Approximately 1,240 some subscribers, so working on 1,250. Got about 150 videos, 149. And has a very unique avatar logo here that I think it could be just recentered just a little bit. Very, very minor thing, but the S is kind of cut off. And for those of you that don't know, this unique looking bird over here is a quail. So, all right. So here's their trailer video, 52 seconds long. If you look up here at their banner, it gives the title, their channel title, and it also gives some information. It goes a little deeper. It says video uploads Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and has a live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, Nice job on that. Let's go to the About page and see what Samson Farms is all about. Hey there, I am Nathan with Samson Farms and welcome to my channel. I'm a lifelong country boy and Army combat veteran who served in Iraq. After traveling the world, I still came back home to Northwest Tennessee. I grew up never quite knowing what a homesteader was, but I grew up gardening and raising horses, cattle, and chickens. We garden in Zone 7A using a variety of different methods. I like to share the knowledge I've acquired over my lifetime with others. I hope you enjoy watching as my family and I take our recently acquired 2 acres and transform it into a productive land that supports our needs and self-sufficient goals. Come join us as we share our life with you. We want to inspire and help you learn to raise your own food, cook your own meals, and enjoy the fruits of your homesteading labor. Email address and proper location. Has a mailing address here which goes to a post office box, and that's perfectly acceptable. Please, folks, do not put your street address in here unless you're a business. If you put your street address in here, you've just made it very, very easy for crazy people to drive up and knock on your door.
To deliver pizzas.
To deliver pizzas.
And our address isn't even on ours.
Well, I guess the point being is that
Yeah, I know.
if you're on the internet, people can find your address.
Yeah.
But why make it that much easier? And he has links to Facebook, Twitter, PayPal, Instagram, and Pinterest. All right, Nathan, I'm going to make one suggestion in your description here. I personally think you need to add something in here about your woodworking skills.
Yeah.
I think you need to add something in here about that. That's just my thought. All right, we're going to jump back to playlists. Got a couple. So we're going to see if he's got descriptions.
Or send the police. That's true. We have that on tape, don't we?
All right. So he's got a good description in here on this one. And just in case that was a fluke, we'll grab a different playlist. And it's a little minimal, but description is there. All right. So nice job on your playlists. Go look at some of your thumbnails here.
Yeah. That's right, Nathan. He said he needs to edit it since they have 3 acres now anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't going to get into, what's an acre or two. Get this pulled up here a little more. All right. Got the last 18 thumbnails stuck up here in front of everybody. And we'll use the same thing as we said for the last one. Is there something here that draws your eye, that makes it just jump out, that makes you want to go look deeper? Text is not always a big thing on a thumbnail. If it adds to the quality of what you're trying to get across, by all means, it's a must at that point. Otherwise, it doesn't help. But the picture itself, if that is something that draws your eye, that's what you're after. So, from a pleasing standpoint, Nathan, I like this just from a pleasing standpoint. It's bright, colorful. The night live is a little bit blended in, but it's easy to see. This, I know this is your new place. I understand all that, but this looks like it came out of a real estate book. Just saying. I think you can come up with a better picture than this. This one just looks like, when you walk into the restaurant, there's little magazines that are right inside the door there. It looks like it came off one of those. I mean, this is better. All right. And this one, I understand the story here. And I'm kind of mixed thoughts here. I'm not sure the best way to do this, but can one really tell what it is? Does it draw somebody to want to go look further?
Yes, Nathan, we know. Oh, Nathan took the picture of the house. Okay. Yeah.
This one, I see this is the same background as what you have up here. If you want to utilize this for all your Tuesday night lives and have them all alike, because you just do them once a week, it's probably fine. So I'm not sure what you didn't like here. Were you just brushing your teeth or what here? Eggs in the basket, cooked meal, it says. I got this look from Sherry over here. So the lower right hand corner. But all right, looks good. Looks good. Now, Nathan has done something else here that I want to point out. In a lot of these, it's not in all of them, but in the upper left-hand corner of a lot of these pictures, there is a triangle with his little logo embedded in that triangle. If you do this, if you're consistent with doing this, people will start to associate that little triangle, that little logo, with you. And if they've got a whole page of thumbnails, they're going to instantly identify, well, there's one of Nathan's. There's another one of Nathan's. Just from this little corner triangle off yellow colored piece. The only bad thing, again, in my opinion, the only bad thing is that it's kind of hit or miss. It's not on all of them. Now you could go in and put it on the rest of them, and I would certainly consider doing that.
Stephanie's asking if it's a watermark.
No, that is not a watermark. It could be considered one, I suppose, but it's definitely on top. Generally, a watermark blends in the background, and these are all solidly on top in a prominent view. So it's been overlaid. All right, go look at the home page here real quick. It's got all videos as a container, and he's got a playlist titled Quail down here that's in a horizontal position. This is where the description really comes into play on a playlist. Right here is that description. And then again right here. So you can put in front of a viewer a tremendous amount of information. And that's what makes your page yours. So, nice job. Good job, Nathan. All right, let's see if we can go grab another Another channel. Sonny's Place. Sonny's Place has 234 subscribers. They got 25 videos, so it's a relatively new channel. And let's go see what they've got to offer. All right, the banner is well done. The text on it easy to read, good contrast in the coloring, good lettering as far as making it very, very easy to recognize, and you don't have to squint too awful much. I like your avatar. Looks very nice. Your trailer video, if that's what this is. It says city girl marries a farm boy, moves to the country to build a homestead. It's almost 5 minutes long. It's 4 3/4 minutes long. It's a little bit on the long side for a trailer. But let your judgment be the call on that. Just in general terms, 30 seconds to 3 minutes. Keep in mind, a new movie coming out. How long is the trailer for that you see on television? If they're giving you, because we just went through.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, a
is all
sneak
they're
peek.
giving you, yeah.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, she said trailer was a bit long, going to reshoot this spring.
Okay. Let's jump back to the About page and find out a little bit more about Sonny's Place. Description reads as follows. Sonny's Place is an 11-acre homestead in rural Missouri where a family of 4 is learning how to grow and raise the best food possible. Questions? Drop us a line at hellosonny@sonnysplace.com. Okay. She's not going to like me. I'm going to tell her I don't like this. Number 1. It is never a good idea to have an email address on a web page that is plain text, especially your private email address.
Yeah, let them go get it. Don't hand it to them.
You do have the email address, it looks like, in the proper location here. This is not a hotspot. It helps in no way, shape, or form. What it does allow to happen is for a web spider to scratch that off the page and can use your email address for reasons you don't want to be associated with. So that's one thing. What you've said here is fine, but it's so little it's not even scratching the surface. See if you can come up with 2 to 3 or 4 short paragraphs about you. Okay, fine. It's 11-acre homestead, and you've said it's in rural Missouri, and you have a family of 4. Learning how to grow and raise the best food possible. Okay, well, let's talk about that. On your 11 acres, is it going to be utilized for disc garden, or are you going to have animals? You're going to have livestock? Is it wooded property? Is it barren? Are you far away from town? Are you just outside of town? What is the growing zone that you're in? What type of gardening do you do? Do you do square foot gardening? Do you do raised bed gardening? Do you have a 3-acre field that you take a big tractor and disc and go out and plow up and use that for a garden? In other words, there's a whole lot more you can cover here. Just kind of keep an eye on a lot of these that we show here. A good one to, if you ever want to look at a good description, look at somebody like Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Go look at their about page. Doug's done an absolute fabulous job with that. All right, so now let's go check out some playlists. Got a couple, and I just want everybody to take note here that we have a lot of playlists that have one video in them. And that's fine, because you have to start with one. But keep in mind what a playlist is. A playlist is a collection of videos that have a common theme or core thought. So if you have just one, plan to add more to it. In other words, for your DIY projects, I'm assuming you're going to continue adding DIY projects into this list. For right now, we're going to see if you have added descriptions. And you have. This, okay, look how nice this description is. What to expect, woodworking and metalworking. A lot of this stuff could be incorporated into that description page on the back. Not to take it away from here, but to add to. So this shows me you've got the ability to really keep it interesting and make it pleasing to read and interesting. So let's go check another one. Look at this. Okay, fabulous. So your playlist, you're knocking it out of the park there on that. Let's go check out some of your thumbnails. And as we just kind of leave them sit here for people to kind of glance through, you're doing a fabulous job on your thumbnails. Now, it's always easier for somebody like me to come in and pick and nitpick. Keep that in mind. And if I didn't do that, I would be doing a disservice to you. So here's some minor things I see that maybe not the best. Your lettering here is a little small in your most recent live stream. Is this thing on? Testing 1, 2, 3. While the contrast is there, it's just a little bit on the small side. We'll go back a couple more here. This is one where you fell into that, where the lower right-hand corner of the thumbnail is taken up by the timestamp and therefore covers up your text. Let's look at this one. Same thing. Lower right-hand corner is taken up by the timestamp. So those are just some things to look at. Here's another one. The lower right-hand corner is taken up by the timestamp. But your picture quality is good. Looks like real good pictures. You've got good facial expressions. You have fantastic clarity in the majority of these pictures, with the exception of some of them, maybe the text is not big enough. Your little channel icon logo, up in the upper left-hand corner of all these. That's great. That's exactly the sort of thing that Nathan does. And that's okay to have that where you really, once somebody sees what it is, they'll recognize that as yours, as your logo. But it really is, as far as reading it, you can't tell. You can't, if you were on a phone, it's one of those things that sight association down the road will do better. All right, go back to the home page. Let's see how this is laid out here. And you have done some modification here. And considering the, I know that a lot of your playlists, you just have 1 or 2 videos in, but fabulous. I would experiment just a little bit with some of your playlists and perhaps try putting a couple of these into a vertical format and see how your description reads. I think you might find that it maybe reads a little better in some cases. But Sonny's Plates, great job. Nice job. All right. Let's get another one up here. Just moving right along. Darlene's Garden Channel. Darlene's Garden Channel. Let's go look at your channel. Darlene's Garden Channel, you have 330 subscribers, 177 videos. Oh, from way out on the West Coast. I shouldn't have done it that way. I should do it this way. Okay. Nice, colorful banner with some generalized information on it. You're bordering on having it a little difficult with some of this lettering, that it could be is trying to blend in with your flowers. Just something to keep in mind. I think you're fine with this one, but if you make another new one for a different season or something, just bear in mind you want to make sure that it's legible. Anytime you use anytime you use a script type font, make sure that too is very legible. I mean, they're not even teaching script to kids anymore in a lot of places. So people think you're a foreigner. All right. Darlene's Garden Channel. There's a 45-second trailer here. And let's go to the About page and find out a little bit about your channel. Description reads as follows. We're in Eastern Oregon, exactly halfway between Pendleton, Oregon, and Walla Walla, Washington. Our farmers in this area grown mainly wheat, peas, potatoes, and canola. Okay, and I'll just kind of point this out here real quickly for you. I think this is a little bit of a typo. Our farmers in this area should just be grow mainly instead of grown. Drive a few miles and you could add corn and mint. I didn't know farmers did mint as a crop, did you?
They come to my house.
Yeah,
I have it everywhere.
Yeah, our mint has just taken over a bit. I just didn't realize. Okay, drive a few miles and you can add corn and mint. It gets hot in the summer and cold in the winter. Zone 6B. I'm no expert, but am learning. I hope you enjoy my sharing. I'm a retired music business teacher. Okay, now if I butcher this, I'm sorry. Marquardt. Meadows. It's my pet name for my good-sized yard. We have 3 lots, our house and 3-car garage, shop, man cave, sits on part of it, and the rest is lawn. My hubby loves to keep his grass green. I have a portion near the house for my mini small space garden and around the perimeter of the property also. I've been loving learning all about many different methods of gardening. I try to upload at least once a week and sometimes more. Love to get to know you. Email me or Facebook friend me. Check out my links below. Okay. I don't know what this is.
I'm going to sneak in here for 1 second, only because she put Facebook friend me. Just a suggestion for those of you that have Facebook accounts, and if you friend somebody and they may not know your real name because all they know is your channel, in your Facebook profile, I think in the About section, somewhere in there, put your channel name. So at least when they look at your profile to figure out who in the heck you are, it'll a bell will go off and go, oh, okay, well, I know them. Can't tell you how many people I have deleted their requests this week because I don't know them from Adam. Just because they're friends with other homestead friends that I have doesn't mean those people know them either. Just a thought. Back to you, Daryl.
Okay. I'm a little lost here. I have no idea what this is. So, Darlene, help me. What is this? UA-142071875-1. I don't think that's your phone number.
Looks like it's part of a mailing address.
Well, I wondered about that, but I don't. They're in Oregon. I mean, they're not in some foreign country. So I have no idea what this is.
Thanks, Crystal.
So, Darlene, if you can help us out with that, I just have a feeling it doesn't belong there.
Gotcha, Crystal. Yeah.
All right, email address.
Public service announcement. See, I'm that old. I know what PSA is. Go ahead. I'm getting dirty looks.
No. All right. Email address, proper location. You have a number of links here. Facebook, Instagram, my gardening page, my non-gardening channel, Pinterest, webpage, Twitter, Amazon wish list, and LinkedIn. All right, I'm going to do something here that I would normally probably would not do. Maybe I'm going to regret this. I have no idea. We'll find out. All right, here is your non-gardening channel. So you're getting a twofer here today. We're going to look at this one too. And this one is your empty billboard along the highway. It's got that pretty picture that, can you just picture the writing as you're driving down the interstate saying, if your name was here, it would be seen by 40,000 people that drove past this sign today. So, obviously it's a seasonal picture. I don't know how up to date you do on this page, and this is not the one you signed in as, but I just figured since it's your page and you did have it listed, we'll just kind of look at this one too real quick. This is a page to display some of my stuff on. If you're a student, have come to view a video or something from class, you have to contact me to ask for the link because the videos are not public. Got to keep safe. Okay. So I don't know what's what here, but anyway, Darlene does have another page here, and if she so wants to share it, by all means, folks, you know where you can go find it now. Let's go back and see if you have any playlists. Got a couple. So let's see if you have remembered to do descriptions. Yes, you have. Oh, such a good smile. And let's check this one. All right, another great description. And let's go look at some of your thumbnails. Okay, same thing here. And you know, after we look at a bunch of these, people can instantly tell right away what they like, what they don't like. This could be a great picture. It's just so dark. And I believe you could actually enhance that in any good photo editing program, just to bring that out a little more. I'm not sure what you're doing with this thumbnail. I see that the title says grow lights. I'm not seeing a grow light in the picture. I'm just not sure where this thumbnail's going to or what it's doing here. This is a good one. And obviously the text here is easy to read. Another one, easy to read. In most cases, the text is very easy to read on these. This one's a little tough. This one blends in. There's a lot of text on this one that's too small. But overall, very, very nice job. Go back to your home page. All right. So you have made a slight modification to your homepage. You've personalized it. You've added a trailer video, and the uploads container. Well, that's the default. That's what everybody has. And then what you've done is you've taken the easy way out and gone in and said, okay, create another container here. And YouTube says, oh, well, here's one that says create a playlist, so I could just dump them all in here. The problem with this is that's exactly what it does. It dumps them all in here. You don't get the benefit of the of spreading things out. It just lumps them all together. If I want to see all your created playlists, that's what this tab up here is for. This shows them all to me. I don't need to see them on your front page in this fashion. Select a half a dozen, 3 to 6 playlists that you find very interesting or that you want to feature, if you would. Feature those individually up here on the front. Utilize the space on your front page here to showcase your talents on the videos and the information that you're projecting from those playlists. Great job, and thank you for visiting all the way from Oregon. All right, let's go spin the wheel again. Along the River Homestead. Along the River Homestead has 576 subscribers. They got 69 videos. Very, very unique little icon, avatar. And a very, very nice banner. It's another one of these. It's so plain and simple, and yet it just jumps out with the coloring that's there, the high contrast. So they have a trailer video here that's almost 4 minutes long. Welcome to our channel. But let's go read about their channel. Let's find out a little bit more about them. So in the About page, the description reads as follows. We are a family of 4 living on an acre of land in Greenwich, New York, Zone 5A. We've been raising egg-laying hens for 3 years, along with growing a raised bed garden of our favorite things. We are more than just a homesteading channel. You can expect to see us learning how to become better homesteaders, gardening, family adventures, cooking videos, and the occasional haul. We look forward to growing, learning, and sharing our adventures with you. You can look forward to new videos once a week. We usually upload them on the weekend. Email address is properly located, and you have links to Instagram, Amazon, Facebook, and those are reflected as well on your banner. Playlist-wise, got a few. We're going to, I'm purposely going to this collaboration playlist. We mentioned earlier that on your channel, playlists need to contain your videos. The exception to that is when you're doing a collaboration. If you're doing a collaboration with other channels where you've got this like topic in mind and you're doing this to help each other's channels, that's the time you share in a playlist other channels' videos in that. And not only do you do it for your channel, but you expect them to do it as well on their channel. The whole idea behind it is to help one another and build community. Has a very nice description in here. Well done. All right, in the kitchen, this one should just be yours. And it looks like it is. In this playlist, you will find all things kitchen, storage ideas, baking, and some cooking. Okay. Guess I never thought of it as being all things chicken, or not chicken, kitchen. Chicken kitchen? Kitchen chicken. All right, in the in the kitchen, not in the chicken. All right. Videos. Let's go look at some thumbnails. All right, here's a little different thought on some thumbnails for what we've seen so far this evening. Got some bright colors. This type of a thumbnail, and there's nothing wrong with these, but this type of thumbnail where it truly is not really a picture. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with these. And depending upon the subject matter behind it, it can actually be an enhancement. Typically, most people think of thumbnails like this, where you're getting in some good facial expressions, different things, and this is wonderful at that. I mean, just look at the expression looking at that plate. Not only one of you, but two of you. So you've got some really good things going on in your thumbnails here. Just be aware that lower right-hand corner, and I know they can't see that right there, so let me bring this up a little bit further. Just keep in mind that lower right-hand corner belongs to YouTube. So they kind of got you there. A little bit got you here. For the most part, you've done very, very well. Nice job. Go back to the home page. Trailer video, about 4 minutes. All right. Playlist in a vertical format. Nicely done. Then into a horizontal. Back to a vertical. To a horizontal. Vertical. Horizontal. Very nice. Well presented. Doing a great job. Keep it up, and thank you for being here along the River Homestead. Folks, go check them out. Okay, I just see that in the chat here, along the River Homestead, that you did modify some of your thumbnails that were cut off. It's not hard to do, folks, and that's something you can always do. You can always change your thumbnails. All right, spinning the wheel. One more time. Darlene's Garden Channel. We've already done this one. Mm-hmm. All right. Darlene, better run to the store and get yourself a $1 lottery ticket. Got a good feeling about it. We bought a homestead. Okay, I don't recognize this. You recognize that?
I think they changed their name because I went to the channel. We're all already subscribed to them.
We bought a homestead. Let's go look at this channel. We bought a homestead. 118 subscribers, 22 videos. Let's go see. All right. I like your banner, but I personally think that your banner is screaming that it needs more. If I don't know that you need to have the title on your banner, we bought a homestead, but I think at a minimum you should have some block information here that new videos weekly, or and I haven't read, I don't know anything about your channel right now because I'm not familiar with it, but there needs to be something else here. I think it seems just a little bit barren. So let's jump back to the about page. I see there's no trailer, so that's something you can add. And we go back to the about page, and it says, we moved from the city to a small homestead. Follow along as we build out our life, our normal family, implementing homestead lifestyle ideas into our everyday life as we go. Okay. No email and no links to any other social media sites or anything. So here's a couple real quick recommendations. Enhance your description more. Give a generalized location. And when I say generalize, I mean southern Mississippi or northern New York or the panhandle of Florida or some generalized location as to where you're at. Follow along as we build on our life. I mean, what exactly are you saying here? Could you enhance that by, I mean, have you ever been in the country before? Is the country a new experience to you? You can reflect that in your description if it's new. Or if it's not new, we had to move from the bustling city to the relaxed country. That your homestead is, just a small 55-acre hobby farm or what? There's nothing here. There's nothing to go by. So you can add some very generalized, without getting into heavy detail. You can add some stuff that makes it interesting. The same way on your banner here. There's just, I'm going to guess from looking at your banner here, you probably have a minimum of a 3-acre plot of land. If you're city slickers that are just learning everything, well, okay, fine, put her in there. Get your email address in here. There's a spot. YouTube makes a spot that you can put it that hides it, so somebody has to click on it to get to it. But this way, just as an example, let's say that you are in Western Pennsylvania and somebody else is in the same generalized location, and they would like to maybe do some sort of collaboration with you folks because they have maybe a similar property or they're growing some similar crops, or because maybe you share something, there's a commonality there that maybe they want to do some sort of collaboration. How can they get a hold of you? There's no messenger service on this. You have no links to any other social media platforms. And I don't know, maybe you don't have any other ones. Maybe you don't have anything on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest. And if you don't, well, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to have that. But I really think you should have your email address here. So just increase this. As we've said, you're going to want 2 to 3 to 4 3-line paragraphs of generalized information. Nothing down nitty-gritty exactly that you've got this many square foot of property. They don't need that. But something to make it interesting that somebody can relate to. You got a couple playlists here. You have how-to videos that has one video in it, because I always look at two. We're going to go ahead and look at that one first. And there is no description. So you want to add a description of that one. And this one also does not have a description. So you're going to want to add a description in here as to what people are seeing here. Okay. And here's what most people will refer to as a no-no. You have some videos in here from other channels. These appear to be kids things or something along that line. Maybe you didn't even know they were here. I don't know. This is getting into dangerous territory for a couple reasons. If there were a lot of videos in here that looked like they could be directed to kids, could your channel be construed as a for kids channel? So something to be cautious of. And again, you don't want other folks coming in here and going down the rabbit hole of some other channel. So
He said, I think my kids put those in there. I had no idea.
you had no idea. Okay. Well, I would certainly go remove them. Now, if you want to have these as a playlist to refer back to, make it a private playlist. Another thing that's in here, I don't know if this was your video or somebody else's video that was added in here, but it's deleted. So you need to go in there and you need to delete this placeholder for that video. Just need to get rid of that. Here's another one. All right, so we've talked about playlists. Let's go look at some of your thumbnails. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of jump at this. Your last two videos. The most recent videos, the last two most recent videos, I think are heads and tails above all the rest. There's text in it, but there's enough contrast in color, and the text is large enough you can read it. So without getting into the weeds as far as, what's the merits of this particular picture, or which I am looking at, I don't know what, some sort of pigs in the car, like pigs in a blanket. I don't know how to introduce a new rooster. The problem with these other ones, and I'm going to bring out my magnifying glass, the text cannot be read by anybody with a phone. On that one, on that one, on this one, on this one. There's not enough contrast. The lettering is too small. And I think that it looks to me like you probably recognize that, because these last two, you have made it, excuse me, we've made it much, much better, where it's much easier to read. So you can go back and you can fix all these. I'll give you something to do in an evening. All right, let's go back to the home page and let's look more at your layout. Excuse me. You can create a trailer video. Trailer video will be placed right here. For anybody that is not a subscriber to yours, that's the video that not only will they see when they come to your page, it automatically starts playing. Should be 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length, and it should be a teaser video about your channel, what one could expect to see on your channel. The rest of your page can be embellished by utilizing playlists. We always recommend individual playlists. And again, your choice of formatting as far as horizontal or vertical. Obviously, you don't have that many videos out here yet, so I would not worry at this point about changing your front page. Just leave it like this until you get another dozen or so videos out there, and then maybe revisit that to enhance that. So, okay, good job. Thank you so much for being here. We bought a homestead. So I know you're in the chat. Where are you from? You going to share that with us? I'm just curious. We bought a homestead. Where might you be from? All right. Let's go grab another channel. Showing Trup,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay.
Now that the stupid musical's going through my head.
You have music going through your head?
You don't even know the musical?
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the song?
Yeah. Sort of.
No, yeah,
Sorta.
right. Sure you do. Okay.
All right. Showing Trup. If I butchered that too horribly, I apologize. Showing Trup Farms. Let's go see what you brought to the table today.
Kara, I'm actually surprised you haven't been chosen yet this week.
All right, Show and Trup Farms, 293 subscribers, 42 videos. Another. Oh, look at this banner.
That neat?
Nice job on the
I like
banner.
that.
Yeah, nice job. It's obvious.
There you go, Brett. Amy, whichever one. That's exactly what's going through my head. Anne Marie. Paybacks.
Okay, there's a trailer video down here. It's just over 2.5 minutes in length. Good length. I like what you've done with your banner, without question. And the picture for your avatar is a nice touch. So let's go to the About page and let's find out more about Show and Trup Farms. Description reads as follows. I am Paul, my wife Olivia, and I showcase our small farm / homestead. We love agriculture and sharing our farming journey with you. So if you're a homesteader, small farmer, large farmer, or interested in anything about farming, make sure you subscribe right now. We publish videos on our experiences, answering your questions and showing you the daily life on the small farm. Did you know that you can subscribe for free? Just hit the red button and the bell icon to get notified when we release our new videos. Thank you for farming with us. If you wanted to add more, you could say something about our small farm of 400 acres or whatever the size is. In other words, you could add, there's a lot more embellishing you could do here. You could talk about size of your property. You could talk about size of the garden, if you have a greenhouse or not. Growing zone. I don't see anything here about location. So that's always, especially in the homesteading community, people can associate their location with somebody else's, even if it's across the country. If they know that the growing habits are kind of the same, the growing seasons and so forth. So that's a big plus thing.
I don't think they're in chat anymore.
Okay. Email address is located in the proper thing and have a subscribe link at the bottom. I would certainly recommend that they put in a Facebook or other social platform link. Playlist, they have a few. We will just quickly look here, see if they have any, and they do. Good job. Added that little detail that so frequently gets overlooked. Nice job. And quick look at some thumbnails here. All right. Just, and again, this is here to, so everybody can learn from everybody else. Is there anything here that makes you go, oh, I've got to go look at the title. I need to know more about this picture that I'm looking at. And if not, how could you change it to make it so? I think that this greenhouse one, the upper right-hand side, I think that's a pretty positive picture. I mean, that's featured, and then, of course, you look down the title, it says build a greenhouse. I'm not so sure that that this one, the building a chicken coop with no walls inspired by, I don't know. I certainly didn't get anything out of the picture itself.
I don't think they're here any longer, Daryl.
Don't think they're here any longer?
No.
Okay.
You can go on to the next one.
All right. Well, we'll just...
It's already 6:30, so let's get in as many as we can. Just a thought.
Yeah, overall, done a great job on your page. You've laid things out, done some modification. Good banner. I hope you come back and watch, and I hope that we may have been a little bit of help for you. Let's go spin the wheel again. All right, Walker Farm Fam. $817 subscribers, 42 videos. Looks like family of 5, judging by the picture here. All right. Let me start off here. I think you have a very, very pretty house. Now, having said that, as a banner here, and I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but one of the problems with this picture is the sides of it are going to get cut off somewhere about right here and about right here. On a phone, this is all you're going to see. I mean, I don't have lines on my laptop here to show you that, but somewhere those two ends will be cut off on a phone. So you want to keep that in mind. If you're good with that, that's fine. The other thing is just a picture. There's no information here, so you could certainly add your channel name.
Ooh, I like that house.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great picture. Now embellish it a little more. The you have a video down here called Welcome to the Farm that's over 17 minutes in length, which is probably fine, except this is the location for what's called a trailer video. Trailer video is a teaser video. Think of a new movie coming out, and you get these advertisements that are just 30 seconds, 1 minute, 45 seconds. Enough to whet your appetite that you need to go see the movie, or they're trying to get you to go see the movie. Well, that's what this is for. This is probably a very good video, and you may want to use this as a featured video. I'm just throwing that out there. Obviously, I don't know the history here, but there's a couple other things that we'll talk about here in just a moment with this. Jump back to the About page. And the description reads as follows. We are a family of 5 with deep Oklahoma roots. We have chosen the farm life to raise our kids. We work full-time plus farm as well. Join us as we share our life, which includes foster care, adoption, farming, outdoors, sports, and much more. We live on a 60-acre farm and currently raise beef cattle, meat rabbits, and vegetables for our family. We will be adding chickens, pigs, and other things in the future. Great write-up. You make it a little easier for people to read. Divide this into at least 2 paragraphs and add 2 more. You've got plenty of information, and you can keep this light and interesting, but always no more than 3 lines in a paragraph, followed by a white space, 3 lines, white space, 3 lines, white space. That breaks it up. It just makes it easier to read. Email address is properly located, and you have links to Instagram. I find that interesting that you don't have Facebook or something, but that's fine. If Instagram is the only other social media platform you frequent, you have it here. And of course, that's also included as a link on your banner here as well. See what you have in the way of playlists. And we'll just very quickly look and see if you have descriptions in your playlists. And this one does. Nice job. Congratulations. That is so often overlooked. Check this one. Absolutely. Great job. Thumbnails. Okay, let's talk about these here for just a moment. Whenever you have text on a thumbnail, and no rule is hard fast, but keep in mind if the text does not add to the video, to the thumbnail, to the reason to go look at the thumbnail, then there's no reason to have it. If you can't read the text, there's no reason to have it. If it just blends into the picture, there's no reason for it to be there. So having said that, your most recent video, Swing into Spring, is borderline just blending into the background. And that's for 2 reasons. Number one, there's not a high enough contrast between the lettering and the background. It's almost a script rather than just a standard Arial font or a block font. So it makes it a little bit tough to read. This one, Love Makes a Family. It's a great picture, but again, the text, it's almost muddy. It's not clear. Fabulous picture. Fabulous family picture. I'm hoping that this is not a portrait mode video. If you do videos with your cell phone, always hold it horizontal. First live tomorrow at 5. We talk. So this was almost like an 8-minute talk about the live that you produced here. So I see what this is now. This is it's a live show. So obviously, unless you did the live with a phone and held it in that position, I'm not going to go look. Getting the garden ready. The yellow font in the looks okay where the garden's tilled up here, but back here where it's more the raw land. It blends in. So just be aware of that. That in many cases, you need to go an extra step to make that stand out.
She said they've been playing around with text on pictures.
Okay. It's worth mentioning again that lower right-hand corner belongs to YouTube and nobody else. Anything that you have there will be covered up by the timestamp. Okay, let's go back and look at your front page presentation. All right, you've made some modifications here. You've taken your upload container and done away with it, and you've changed it to a popular uploads container, which is I do not feel it's the thing to do. I think, and I think you'll find this among most people, that this is the location where you want to showcase your videos. And they don't have to necessarily be the quote-unquote most popular video. But your videos, from the standpoint of something that you've created, so where I'm going with this is a place for you to utilize playlists, where you have a group of videos, a group of cooking videos, a group of cattle videos, a group of horse videos, or animal videos, or gardening videos. So you could feature those down here rather than this popular uploads. If I want to see popular uploads, here's what you do. You go to videos, and you just sort them that way. Just sort them by the most popular. And then that way I have all your popular uploads, and I have them all in the order from the most popular to the least. But again, you're still building up your stock here. So I think you got a lot of great things going for you here. I'd like to see you do more with this banner picture, because you got a beautiful house here. I can't think of anything else. Let's go ahead and yeah, I can think of something else. Say thank you for being here this evening, and hope to see more of you. Walker Farm Fam, folks, go check them out.
I'm afraid to go listen to it, Nathan.
Where to Begin Homestead.
I don't think they're here.
All right, if you want to check that out. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about here with...
No, they're gone. They're off the list.
All right. I'm going to go back to Walker Farm Fam here for just a moment. The other thing I wanted to talk about is you have got 2 searchable terms added into your description on this video that's prominently right up here on the front.
Oh, okay. They are here.
What, Where to Begin Homestead?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get to them here in just a second.
They haven't said anything. That's why they're not showing on the list.
All right.
Okie dokie.
These 2 items, and I'm going to open this up. New tab, so you can all see exactly where it is. In the description of this video, when you put words in here that are prefaced by a pound sign. That's, what else is that called besides a pound sign? I always call it a pound sign, but
Hashtag.
hashtag.
That's because you're old.
Yeah. The problem with that is that has turned these two words into a searchable word for YouTube. It has created a hotspot that anybody that comes to your page can simply click on. Now, here's the problem with that. I'm going to click on this. And this is what happens. I've just gone away from your page. I now have a list here starting out with this off-grid athlete, Big Family Homestead, motorsports on NBC. I guess what I'm saying is, here's a whole bunch of videos, none of them yours. So why would you just send somebody away by putting that hashtag in there? Now that was for the homesteading one. Now let's look at the farm one. Okay. And again, why would you send somebody away? None of this stuff is yours. So this is something you really do not want to do. You don't want to put those hashtags in your description. Unless you know you have a specific reason that you own something that it's going to show up prominently in the page when somebody clicks on it here. So, all right, now we are going to go where to begin homestead.
They're saying when researching how to grow your channel, it said to add hashtags so people can find you when searching. So they're going no with a question mark.
I just clicked on them. There's nothing there that is yours. You can add those as keywords. You can add those on as keywords to a video, but not in the description.
I think theirs are just placed in the wrong spot is all it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just yours are just placed in the wrong spot. Okie dokie, Denise, love you.
All right, where to begin homestead. Interesting. So we type that into the YouTube search here, where to begin homestead. Everything is spelled correctly, is what I see over here. And I'm not seeing that. So let me filter a little bit. We're looking hard for your channel. Bet this is it right here. Where to begin homestead. 56 subscribers, 25 videos. So it's a newer channel. All right. It was hard for me to find, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't change it. Just create more content. You're a tiny channel. So YouTube is not, you're not in the system. You need to create more content. It's enough of a different title. It should be very easy to find once it's been looked for a few times. The banner is it's a wonderful picture, easy to read, good contrast between the lettering and the background. The only way that I can see to improve this is if you wanted to embellish a little bit as far as videos uploaded weekly or something relating to, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I think I saw it somewhere. I think you're in Kentucky. That you could put something that relates to that in addition to that on the banner here. So anyway, where to begin Homestead? There is no trailer video. Trailer videos, 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length. It is a quick teaser video about your channel, what people can expect to find on your channel. It's an introductory type thing, who you are, who your family is, and what people are going to see there. Let's go to the About page. And description reads as follows. Welcome to our homestead. We own a 25, I'm going to throw the plus out, 25-acre farm homestead in Kentucky, Zone 6A. We reuse, repurpose, and reuse again. We farm on a budget. We raise all our own meat, beef, pork, chicken, rabbit, and quail. We love to hunt and also try to grow as much as we can of our own fruits and vegetables. All this and still loving each other at the end of the day. And I'll bet that can be trying sometimes. Please join us on our adventures of happenings on the homestead by subscribing to our channel. Ring the bell for notifications of new content. Nicely done. However, it's all bunched together here. So if you can spread this out a little bit, make 2, 3, or 4 little paragraph type things here with some white space in here. It's going to make it a much easier read. Email addresses, proper location. You have a link to Facebook, and that is also reflected up here on your banner. Playlists, and you got some. So let's just go check a couple and see if you remember to do that all important description, and you did. Wonderful. Great job. Absolutely. So we'll jump back, check your thumbnails here. Let's have a look-see. You've got some great thumbnails. You have some really good thumbnails. The worst thumbnail I see here, for 2 reasons, is this one. It's too dark, and there's not enough contrast for whatever verbiage you have on that thumbnail. But the picture's too dark. Considering all the rest of these, you've got good facial expressions. This one is a little rough. Can't really tell what that's all about. But you've got some great looking thumbnails here. As you're a younger channel getting started, when you produce a video, when you upload a video, do not think that YouTube is going to promote your video for you. Don't even begin to think that. It's just, if you would be lucky enough for that to happen, you would have 1 million subscribers overnight. So don't expect that to happen. So when you upload a video, go out to Facebook, become associated with other folks, small YouTube homesteaders, our channel. Nathan has a Facebook page. A lot of us, Mimsy does too, I believe. Mm-hmm. A lot of us have Facebook pages that we welcome you to come and post on our pages that you've just put out a video. In other words, I'm saying you come out and promote your own video. Got to sell yourself. So that's how you start building views. You sell yourself. Every time you put out a new video, you go out. Now, I'm not saying to just go out and post on anybody's, but check with them first. Make sure that they're okay with you doing that. And most people are. Some are not, but most people are. So, and do you know, are they small YouTube homesteaders?
Not yet.
Yep, small YouTube homesteaders group. Go get yourself associated with that group.
Hold on. Is this going to be your last one?
I suppose.
Okay.
I still have to go to their homepage, but
Okay, go ahead. Do that.
all right. All right. So you've also fallen into the quick and easy thing. You've modified your home presentation page here by putting in a catch-all created playlist, which dumps them all in one location. You're much further ahead to feature playlists individually. You get more space up here. It looks better. If I wanted to go see all your playlists, I just go up here and I click playlists. Then I see them all. I don't need to see them in that fashion here. Where to Begin Homestead? Like your banner. I like a lot of your thumbnails. You've done absolutely great on so many points here. If we can be of any help, please let us know. Don't know exactly where you're at in Kentucky. I did say Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky's on 6A. So are you you on the east side, west side, north side, south side? Just curious. If you anywhere close to Stivers or anywhere close to Stringfield Ridge, or a lot of fine folks in Kentucky. All right. All right. You know, they say this happy wife, happy life thing. I just got a request here. What is it?
It was requested by a few folks.
A fishes ampersand, and then what? A fishes
And ampersand loaves Loaves life.
all right.
Heck, Samson, we're adjacent to Kentucky also.
A fishes and loaves life. Special request here, for whatever reason. Let's go take a look at this channel. Okay.
And they're very, very new.
They got 353 subscribers, so they've been around a day or two.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. They have one of these wonderful billboards alongside the highway here that, you know, it's got that saying on there that if your name was here, it would be seen by the last 40,000 people that drove by. So you have all this space to utilize for you. By all means, use it. Fishes and Loaves Life. Obviously pretty new. There is no trailer video here. And I'm not trying to be picky. I'm going to try to quickly point out some different things you could do. You can make a trailer video. 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length that will come on and automatically play here. The About page reads as follows. I'm a Christian wife and mom with an unseen chronic pain condition, currently raising our autistic, foster to adopted son with my husband and our biological daughter on the east coast of sunny South Florida. I am trying to start a garden and a food forest to honor my father's memory. I am hoping it will help feed my family and that I will harvest enough to share with others too. Trying to do this during our son's nap times or while Daddy takes him out so I can have my sanity back. Quiet time. Follow me as I learn how to make healthy soil through composting, about food forests, and all the benefits, even in an urban zero lot line yard. Organic gardening using permaculture and design principles. I learned them on YouTube. I will even throw in some crafty stuff, maybe edible stuff, some DIYs. I'm waiting and praying for our future homestead so I can have chickens and other farm animals that will help us grow more food. Thank you for subscribing. So grateful for you. God bless. Okay. I think that's a great start.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put an email address. There's a spot here for it. And I know you have an email address. You can't have a channel without having an email address. So put your email address here. If you have Facebook or any other social media platforms, Pinterest, Twitter, Vimeo, or any place that can be added on down underneath this. Jump back here. You have no playlist yet at this time. Videos, you're just getting started. You just have a few. So I'm going to say at this point, you just want to create content. And I will also say this for what you have here, although you've not done anything in a while. Your most recent video is 6 months ago. So I'm hoping that with the start of the year here, that this just turns a corner for you and you start producing some more videos. Because this is what people like to see. I mean, if they can expect to see one video a month, then that's what they get, is one video a month. And if it's one every 2 weeks, then it's one every 2 weeks. But lead them into something that they can expect to see and expect to grow from. I'm going to say the same thing here about a couple of the thumbnails. This one, there's the verbiage just blends into the back. Verbiage is blending into the background here.
And she says, that's why I lurk. Thank you, Daryl.
That's why you lurk. Okay. Well, judging from your about page, you have an interesting story. And I'm sure that you can expound on that. And you can probably find a lot of support, a lot of ideas, a lot of friends. So,
Succulents. I love succulents. My mother could always grow hens and chicks.
I guess I can't think anything
Kill them
else.
every year.
I guess I can't think anything else. Let me say that it's been a wonderful couple hours here. I'm sorry we didn't get through more channels, but and I don't know why we didn't hit that one channel here tonight. Just blows me away.
You mean the one that we didn't hit last week either, that we'll see at the shindig? The one that
This has now been 2 weeks in a row?
2 weeks in a row. The one that I just suggested that she bring boots to the shindig this year. Because even driving into the building in a car, she was soaked. Were you not, Kira?
All right. So anyway, again, special thank you to
Off-Grid Homestead. You just, when we do it, there's a link, and all you do is type in your channel name. You don't type in the link, just your channel name. But we're done for the evening.
Yeah,
We have cut down to just 2 hours on a Thursday. It was just way too much. I know, Mandy. We will be thinking of you, okay?
All right, so special thank you to all of our mods, all the people dressed in blue out there. Extra special thank you to those dressed in green or that are carrying the little smudge icon behind them if you happen to be a moderator, because the green doesn't show over top of the blue. Anybody would like to join the channel, you can just click that join button below. We appreciate each and every one of you. It helps keep the channel going as the type of channel that we have here in helping other folks. This is not a high volume type deal. I mean, let's face it, we don't get 20,000 views on a video. We get a couple thousand in a lot of cases. That helps others get a lot of views.
Red, I promise tonight or tomorrow that I won't message you at 2 a.m. Well, I'll try not to.
All right. So, everybody have a wonderful weekend. Next Monday night, we will have the butcher, baker, and queso maker.
Very good.
Next Tuesday night, we will have a special Monday Night Live edition.
Right.
Next Tuesday night.
We will not have a class.
That will be on, I forget the date.
It'll be next Tuesday.
It will be on the 10th. On the 10th of the month. Deep South Homestead, who is going to be hosting the gathering. Coming up here real quickly.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. Will be our guest here on Tuesday night, and we're going to talk about the upcoming meetup and the start of the 2020 growing season. Anything else you can think of, hon?
I know, twice in a row. Isn't that amazing? March 10th. Thank you, Anne Marie. It's March 10th is next Tuesday.
Yep.
Oh, see, he says yep, like he knew that.
I did. I went and looked it up. I absolutely did. So, thank you all for being here tonight. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Monday night, if not before. Those of you that are not members of the Small YouTube Homesteaders, if you're less than 1,500 subscribers, go get there. It's a great help.
Just make sure you answer those 3 questions or you won't get in. I've heard the lady that lets you in is a real witch.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Take care, everybody.
Have a wonderful evening. Good night. Bye-bye.